Tonight on KGW News, a fire now ruled an arson destroys a recovery center that was just about to open. But the director is not giving up.
Look at the future and what you can do, and you get back to work.
Then the police chase caught on camera that ended in a shooting near Mount Hood.
I don't know. I don't feel like the mountain is as safe as it was before.
And local Catholics pray for peace as President Trump continues to criticize the Pope.
It would be nice if our president can see everyone as a human being.
And later,
I'm pumped. I almost didn't sleep well last night.
fans are thrilled to see their Portland Fire roster fill out. The picks from the WNBA draft. But our top story tonight, investigators say this fire at a nearly completed addiction recovery campus was arson. Now they're hoping you can help them identify a person of interest. Thanks for joining us here at 11. I'm Christine Pitawanich. Alma McCarty joins us now with the very latest on this. Alma.
Yeah, Christine, I saw several people pass by today remarking at this loss. Some telling me it's even more heartbreaking to hear it was arson.
Walled off by a chain link fence.
I'd seen work crews over here for the past couple of weeks. It was looking really nice.
A nearly completed recovery center reduced to ruins.
Yeah, just in a matter of just a little while, it went up.
Ryan Hostler, a security guard for a nearby building, first heard fire alarms Saturday night before he saw the flames.
The fire was so close to my property, it was triggering our alarms. I looked back behind the building because I could smell like campfire. And it looked like a setting sun back here almost, like you could see the smoke coming up over.
Damn, that building's burning fast. I got woke up by one of my staff at 1 o'clock in the morning saying that our building had burnt down.
Tony Vesna, executive director of 4D Recovery, spoke with KGW Sunday.
Fortunately, this facility wasn't open, so nobody got harmed. You know, a little devastating at first. I've spent the last 2 years raising over $5 million to bring this project to life, and got here and it's just smoldering away.
24 hours later, fire investigators call this an act of arson, though they have no evidence to suggest the facility was specifically targeted. Officials did release this photo of a person of interest in the case, believed to frequent the area from Northeast Gleason to Burnside and 102nd to I-205.
In the couple years I've worked security around here, this is probably like the fourth fire that I've seen. It's unfortunate, but it's one of those things that's not uncommon.
Despite this setback, Vesna says they're looking ahead, dedicated to the vision of helping young people in recovery.
No, this fire will not stop us. You know, my anxiety was short-lived, and now it's time to get back to work and fully committed to deliver on the promise, and we'll figure out how to do it.
And Portland Police asked anyone with information about this person of interest to reach out. We have the email address on our website. Christine?
So tough for 4D, but hopefully they bounce back even stronger. Thank you, Alma. Developing tonight, an investigation is underway after officers shot and killed a man near Welch's. That followed a police chase caught on a bystander's dash cam. Oregon State Police say it all started when they pulled someone over for driving under the influence around 7 o'clock last night. They say the driver then took off, leading to a chase that moved eastbound along Highway 26 before ending near the Barlow Trail Roadhouse.
So I drove up here and I see cops everywhere. The whole place was taped off. There was a truck parked back here and it looked like an officer had rammed him, maybe to keep him there.
At this point, it's unclear what exactly prompted the shooting. The Clackamas County District Attorney's Office and Major Crimes Unit are handling the investigation. Let's get you caught up on tonight's other headlines now to what appears to be another police pursuit and a crash in Tigard. We're told a car crashed on 99W near 217 around 8 p.m. The road was completely blocked within the past hour for crews to remove the wreckage. You can see the backup there, but it has since reopened. Authorities say it all started with a pursuit out of Clackamas County. We're still working to confirm why the person was wanted, what caused the crash, and if anyone was hurt. The parents of a missing 20-year-old confirm on social media that his body has been recovered from the Willamette River. We're still waiting for the medical examiner to confirm the name. You may remember about a week ago, a car crashed into the river with 4 people inside. 1 person survived and divers recovered 2 other bodies. The last person was found Sunday morning. The family thanked Oregon rescue divers for finding him and bringing him home. And a teenager is now charged with the murder of an Uber driver nearly 2 years after the shooting in Southeast Portland. We are not naming the suspect because he was 16 at the time of the shooting. Driver Josh Kelvin was shot and killed shortly after midnight in 2024 in the Powellhurst-Gilbert neighborhood. His passenger was also hit but survived. The teen suspect was in juvenile court today. The judge ordered him held in custody for now. Kelvin's widow can't understand why someone would want to hurt her late husband.
He was just Ubering that night to provide for his family, had nothing to do with anything, and he just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
We don't know what evidence led police to this teenage suspect or a potential motive, but we expect to learn more details in court tomorrow. Time to take a bit of a step outside for a live look from our Rose City Skycam. Light showers out there today in the valley, but get ready for more rain. Chief Meteorologist Matt Sofino here now with a first look at your weather impact forecast. Hey, Matt.
Hey, Christine. Yeah, quite a bit of rain on the way tomorrow and a lot of snow coming to the Cascades. There's been a little bit of snow in the air tonight up at Timberline. You can see it here on the left-hand side of the screen. Occasionally some snow showers and snow flurries going on, and it's at 26 degrees, and it really won't be warming up very much. In fact, there's a winter storm warning up for the Oregon Cascades beginning tomorrow at 5 o'clock for really feet of new snow. It's going to come down really quite hard. We've got a winter storm warning, as I mentioned, for the Canadian border down through the central Oregon Cascades, and that runs until Thursday morning, as a matter of fact. It's going to go for quite a while, so we'll keep tabs on that when the snow begins to fly. And we're looking at Doppler radar right now. There's just a few light showers out there. Seaside had some a bit ago, but really for tonight, mainly dry. It's going to be tomorrow when the rain really begins to crank up along with that mountain snow. More on all of this in a bit. Christine, back to you.
Looking forward to that snow. Thank you, Matt. Well, this AI-generated photo appears to show President Trump as a Christ-like figure, and it has many in the church and beyond outraged. It comes after a heated public exchange between the president and the Pope. Over the weekend, President Trump posted a lengthy rant against Pope Leo's pro-peace view of the war in Iran. Catherine Cook spoke with theology professors across the Northwest and local Catholics tonight. Catherine, this conflict a bit unusual.
Yeah, Christine, unusual, bizarre, and as it turns out, a little encouraging. Those professors tell us this back and forth has led to a lot of public support from outside the church, and for many within it, a renewal of faith.
I have no fear at the end of the Trump administration, nor speaking out loudly about the message of the gospel.
Pope Leo XIV showing courage in the wake of a hailstorm of criticism from President Donald Trump. It stems from the pontiff's repeated calls for peace amid the president's threats of escalated violence in Iran as he aims to end the country's involvement with nuclear weapons. Over the weekend, the president took to social media, calling the Pope weak on crime and terrible for foreign policy. He also posted this AI-generated image. It shows what appears to be Trump dressed like Jesus, laying glowing hands on a bedridden man. Trump offered this explanation for the since-deleted image.
I did post it, and I thought it was me as a doctor, and had to do with Red Cross as a Red Cross worker there, which we support. And only the fake news could come up with that one. It's supposed to be me as a doctor, making people better.
It's offensive, but it's almost like a joke because it's like, are you really, are you serious?
Portland Catholics heading to Mass Monday night, trying to make sense of the president and Pope's exchange while praying for peace.
We all need peace, and it would be nice if our president can see everyone as a human being, as a beloved son or daughter of God, and treat everyone with respect.
We're not dealing with someone who is acting or thinking rationally.
It seems like President Trump is ridiculing the role of faith.
Dr. Rachel Wheeler is Associate Professor of Theology at the University of Portland. She says this is an important moment for the church and the nation.
Hope is that Pope Leo would maintain his integrity as a person of faith and, of course, using his platform as a religious leader to speak out against injustice. That's what Catholics should be doing worldwide.
The United States has a pretty robust history of kind of anti-Catholic bias, suspicion of the papacy.
Dr. Brian Taberski teaches theology at Seattle University. Despite that history of persecution, he says the mainstream response to the president's papal exchange gives him hope.
Just seeing on social media the reaction people are having, and people who are even saying, I haven't been to church for years, but this is causing a reaction within me and all of that. It tells me that the church still matters.
In an interview with CBS News today, President Trump said he has no plans to call the Pope directly and admitted he was surprised by the backlash to the AI image, but took it down because he didn't want people to be confused. Christine.
Appreciate your reporting on this, Catherine. Thank you. Meanwhile, the U.S. tonight has started to block the Strait of Hormuz, with the White House saying this affects ships arriving or leaving the Iranian mainland. The move led to a jump, of course, in oil prices and a stock market drop. Talks in Pakistan between the U.S. and Iran failed to produce a deal over the weekend. President Trump says the U.S. is standing its ground. Democrats painted a different picture.
We can't let a country blackmail or extort the world, because that's what they're doing. They're really blackmailing the world. We're not going to let that happen.
His leadership of the war might as well be called Operation Epic Failure. The Strait of Hormuz, chaos. The Iranian regime still standing. Gas prices at the highest level in years.
In remarks broadcast on Iran's state-run television, the country's acting defense minister said any aggression would result in a harsh and decisive response.